of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell?
Wait a second. Did the Fever coach just pull a WWE move on Caitlin Clark right in the middle of her celebration? Believe it or not, yes. A newly surfaced clip shows her literally being held back from enjoying her big moment. And the internet is absolutely spiraling. Was it a calculated tactic? A blatant act of sabotage? Or just someone salty about being left off the dance floor? Stick around, because what happened next has fans shouting, "She did not just do that." This story is packed with receipts, replays, and a heavy dose of what on earth just happened. Let's get into it.
Has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
One moment, Caitlin Clark is electrifying the court, rallying the crowd, doing exactly what makes her a phenomenon. And the next, her own coach morphs into the celebration police, grabbing her like she just tried to breeze past TSA with a full water bottle. The look on Caitlin's face said it all. Pure shock, a stunned pause, and a silent. What in the world was that? Not pain, not rage. Just the dawning realization that even pure, unfiltered joy now comes with a caution sign in Indiana. Curly pie.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to diminish. They're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin. And they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question.
This isn't some isolated incident. It's just the cherry on top of a bizarre, awkward, and steadily more aggravating Sunday that's been melting ever since the day she was drafted. Caitlin can't so much as sneeze without someone in her own camp rushing over with a tissue sprinkled with micromanagement. You'd think a star of her caliber might earn a little breathing room, a little freedom to revel in her own success. But apparently, even joy now requires a committee sign-off.
Play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up. Man, why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up.
This is the same woman who's been packing arenas, sparking fan frenzies, and converting your average sports bro into a full-on WNBA disciple. Yet somehow, the very franchise that ought to be sketching out blueprints for her statue is treating her like an overzealous intern who clapped a little too hard in a budget meeting. There's a razor-thin line between providing structure and outright sabotage, and this coaching staff isn't just towing it. They're doing cartwheels across it in stilettos.
Clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for them being fired. Then goes and hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this player. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said, but like...
The management is equally underwhelming. It's like they lucked into a generational star and immediately handed her a list. Dial back your personality, share the spotlight with teammates who can't make a layup, and never let us look out of control. Caitlin Clark wasn't brought here just to shoot threes. She was meant to change the game. Yet every move she makes meets quiet pushback. Her minutes mysteriously drop. Her teammates dodgeball movement. And now her coach literally grabs her mid-celebration like she's a misbehaving kid at Disneyland. That wasn't just miscommunication, it killed the vibe. Clark has been firing up crowds since college. It's what she does. It brings energy, momentum, passion. Instead of embracing it, the Fever staff seems to wish she'd celebrate alone in the dark with a librarian politely clapping. You think she broke some rule? No, she's breaking ratings records. But apparently that's not enough for this coaching staff, who seem more worried about optics than actual wins.
Transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team.
Let's be real. This isn't about discipline or team unity. It's about control. A coaching staff more rattled by Clark's star power than inspired by it. It feels insecure, unprepared, like they're trying to shrink her down because they weren't ready for someone this big. It's awkward, it's off, and honestly, it's sad. You can see it on her face when she's benched, pulled too soon, or ignored on the wing. There's that flicker of disbelief, the quiet frustration. She's a fierce competitor, but she's also human. This energy is wearing on her. The joy is still there, just dimmer. The spark's alive, but not as bright. At some point, someone's going to ask why stay. Why call this a developmental year when it feels more like a slow rejection of everything that makes Caitlin Clark who she is?
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity. As a rookie, merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is...
The longer this goes on, the clearer it gets. Some people in charge don't know what to do with a white woman breaking the mold in the WNBA. She doesn't fit the usual story. She's not playing politics or chasing culture wars. She just wants to hoop, fire up the crowd, and win. That makes her a problem for those who prefer safe, predictable narratives. It's starting to look like she's being punished for being too good, too fast. Fans see it. They notice the tension, the body language, the way she's ignored on plays, pulled right after heating up, grabbed by her coach like she tried to break into a secret base. They're not buying the excuses anymore. The problem isn't Caitlin Clark. It's the people who can't handle her. She's consistent, driven, the spark every night. She's brought more eyes to this league in months than others have in years. Yet her own team treats her like a liability instead of the gold mine she is.
Has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago nearly. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other. But
if this is how the Fever want to keep operating, don't be surprised if Clark eventually says, "I'm out." There's only so much weird energy and career throttling a person can take. And when that happens, half the league will be waiting with better coaching and open arms. This isn't just a coaching mistake. It's a lesson in how to waste generational talent. From Nike dragging its feet on her shoe, to the league being slow to protect her, to her own team seeming more focused on containing her than letting her shine. That celebration grab wasn't just physical. It was symbolic of everything she's faced since becoming the face of the league. Fans see it. They're tired of hearing, trust the process, when the process looks this dysfunctional. You don't build around a star like Clark just to treat her like she's at summer camp. Enough.
Put on there, has this coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired? This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the FIBA staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there was a male coach, why a double standard, fire her. Coach's posture is interesting. I remember seeing it live and thought it was